Our very last example for point slope form is, instead of being asked to write an equation, you're asked to graph the equation. So in this case, you're actually given the equation in point slope form and asked to make a graph. And so what we're going to do is you're going to write that down here. That's this last flap. And we're going to open it up. And here's your question. Graph the equation y minus 3 equals 1/2 times x plus 2. And you're going to glue in one of those tiny graphs that you're given. Mine looks a little bit different than yours. Yours are a little bit smaller, so it'll give you a little more space. The steps to graphing this are actually quite easy. The easiest way to do it is to write the point slope form using those boxes and those ovals. So y minus y1 equals, and then m times x minus x1. So you can already see something kind of tricky is going to happen here. Right? We'll get to it. So in my point slope form, this is my slope. This is my x1. This is my y1. Okay, so if you just always make these ovals and these squares, it's really going to help you with the graphing part. So what do I have to put in here? So my equation looks like y minus 3 equals 1/2 times x plus 2. Right, so I already have the y minus, so really just the number 3 here. So we're kind of doing the boxes in reverse. We're given the numbers, we have to fit them in the boxes now. Now what would the slope be if I want it to look like this equation? The slope has to be 1/2. And here's the tricky one. Okay, I'm given x plus 2, but my point slope form is always x minus some number. So if I just put a 2 here, this is going to come out to be x minus 2, which is not x plus 2. So what can I do to make it so that when I were to write this without the boxes, I'd get x plus 2? And that's right, we need to make it a negative 2. X minus negative 2 is going to make it an x plus 2. And now that we have all the information we need, we know that the slope is 1/2. Okay. That's my rise and my run. And I also have a point. The point I'm pulling out is negative 2 for my x value, positive 3 for my y value. Right? Negative 2, positive 3. It's exactly those numbers that were written in the boxes. And to make the graph that correlates with having a slope of 1/2 and a point at negative 2, 3, we're going to find negative 2, 3 on our coordinate plane. Negative 2, positive 3, that's right here. And my slope has a rise of 1 and a run of 2. So now I have those points. And I could keep going up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. And I'd still make this line. Or down 1, left 2, down 1, left 2. And I'd still make that line. The last step is to actually graph a line through those points. Make sure you put arrows to show that the line never stops. And there you have it. You graphed an equation in point-slope form. Pretty easy. Just put the numbers in the boxes and then take out that information. And it's kind of like the first example that we did, but going backwards. Okay. Now that you've finished this whole foldable on point-slope form, you're going to take your book, turn to the point-slope form entry, and you can put glue on the back, okay, and then glue it down, or if you want, you can put tape along the back page here and tape it down. Okay. What I have in class are just dots of glue, so you can put a couple dots here, a couple dots here. You don't want to put a big glob in the middle because that's going to make the whole page soak. Okay, that's what I have in the classroom. What I have in my office is just glue sticks, which is nice.